It's a grudge match for the 5A Division II state championship. These are the picks. Welcome into the picks presented by Community Coffee, your guide to the Texas High School Football State Championship games. My name is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're previewing the 5A Division II state title game. 11 a.m. Saturday morning at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's the Class 5A Division II state championship game between the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears and the Port Neches-Groves Indians. What are the keys to this matchup? Key number one, sum of their parts. Let's talk about the South Oak Cliff team. Last year, they won their second consecutive state championship in resounding fashion, and then they signed 11 players to FBS scholarships. 11. More than any other team in America. Yeah. 11 players off of last year's team are now playing at the FBS level of college. Unbelievable. And yet, they keep on winning. Now, I think there's an argument to be made that from a star power perspective and from like a prospect perspective, this team does not stand up to last year's team. I mean, they lost 11 FBS players. But they are greater than the sum of their parts, and they keep on winning. Running back Danny Green's been great. Running back Khalil Ewell's been fantastic. The offensive line's getting some push. The defense has been exceptional, led by Jaden Shelton. Quarterback William Little has really grown up. This is a program with a culture and an expectation of winning, and it is in full bloom right now. This is not a team of superstars, but it is a team that plays greater than the sum of their parts. Can they play greater than the sum of their parts on the big stage? Key number two, PNG's offensive line. We can talk about the star power on this PNG team. They're really fun to watch. Isaiah Nguyen, their running back's been great. Their do-it-all athlete, Shea Adams, is excellent. Yeah, let's put them aside for a minute and let's talk about what matters. Let's talk about the big boys, because the PNG offensive line has been road graders the entire season, and they have been absolutely outstanding, led by Jackson Christian up front. He has been spectacular. Aaron Wolford has stepped in a big way as well. This offensive line is playing as well as any unit in the state right now, and it's going to be a tough matchup for this South Oak Cliff front. Can PNG push around South Oak Cliff, or will the Golden Bears stand up to this big offensive line? And key number three, so what have we learned here? As a reminder, this is a rematch of last year's 5A Division II state championship game. South Oak Cliff won their second consecutive state championship with a 34-24 win over Port Neches-Groves in the final Friday night game of the year. And if you take a look back at that game and diagnose what mattered and what didn't, it came down to the passing game, because neither team was able to really run the ball all that effectively on each other, and it came down to the ability to throw the ball. William Little made some big boy throws for South Oak Cliff, and Port Neches-Groves found out why South Oak Cliff had one of the very best secondaries in the state last year. So what changes now? How do these two coaching staffs make moves based on last year? Can PNG run the ball a little bit better, right? Can they establish a run? Can either team establish the run, right? Can William Little step up with some big throws? Again, can Connor Bailey, the new quarterback for PNG, come up with some big throws? There's a chess match here that's going to be absolutely fascinating between these two staffs, Jeff Joseph on the PNG side, Jason Todd on the South Oak Cliff side, because now they kind of know each other. So, really and truly, what have we learned here? Who am I picking? I'm going with South Oak Cliff. The Golden Bears get the nod here on the strength of, well, the champion's advantage, plain and simple, because they are the two-time defending state champs. They've won 17 consecutive playoff games, and they deserve the benefit of the doubt for that. I think the running game with Danny Green and Khalil Ewell is really starting to take off, and that defense is really rounding into form. And while it doesn't have the star power that it did last year, I think that the schematics there are very sound, and the coaching has been absolutely outstanding on the South Oak Cliff sideline. Now, on PNG side, I think they're better than they were last year, plain and simple. And I think that their offensive line has an opportunity to change the game. It's imperative they get Isaiah Nguyen going. It is imperative they run the ball this year, because that is how it's going to open up things for the rest of their offense with Connor Bailey, Shea Adams, and company. I think this game is a lot closer than it was last year, and I think it's basically a coin flip. But I got to give the benefit of the doubt to the champs. I think South Oak Cliff wins their third consecutive state championship. And those are the picks. What am I wrong about? Leave comments down below. Don't forget that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And of course, see us at texasfootball.com, where you can find complete coverage of the 2023 Texas High School Football State Championship games at texasfootball.com/state. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the 5A Division II state title game. We'll see you.